Hi, so everybody does van tours, and I thought I'd show you what my bodge dog van's like and how I spend time with my cats. And this literally is van life on a budget, and just goes to show that we haven't got all the sexy bodies and the beautiful vans, and this is the other side of the scale. So anyway, here's my van. It's an ex-minibus, Ford Transit, and I have 3 cats who live in here full time. So first of all, I'll start at the back actually and show you the cattery. So I have 2 cats that run free, and they're allowed at a cat flap whenever we stop. And I have 1 cat that stays on harness all the time. I always have this table here just so that you can have a quick escape when the dogs chase them. And I have a cat flap built in, and that cat flap gives access all the way under the van into the bed into the van. And this is my homemade cattery, complete bodge job, but it does its job. So it's a double decker with a tiny bit of storage underneath. I bought the van with the bed ready made, and it's just so low. So what I really have is a bit of a thoroughfare for the cats to the inside cat flap, and that's all the storage I have. And then the cattery is a double decker, so there's enough room for them all to have their own space. There's a litter tray in there for when they're travelling. 2 cats travel in the beds in the cattery, and both these sections open up and lift up, so it can be made into storage and everything when the cats have got somewhere else to go. I'll shut that up. I have a huge sign that goes on the back saying cats are loose. And let's have a look inside. So here's what it is. As you walk in, I have my little log burner. It has to be placed in the centre of the van because we couldn't secure it through the pipes in the floor, so it's actually drilled onto its box and then drilled to the floor. I have a little storage thing for my logs, and the passenger seat has been taken out, so that is actually has an inflatable canoe in the front, and all my batteries are actually under the seat, so that is just a seat cushion with blankets on for the cats to sleep on. That's my bag, my walking bag for my cat, my Connie, that I take out all the time, and obviously then I just have the normal one driver seat. Teddy's in the front. So basically the cats will sleep in the front and in the back, and they like to have, basically the van is a Kattmobile. It is for the cats, it's for their comfort. I have a blanket here that will drop down at night time, just to give me some privacy, because obviously I don't have any privacy in here. So it just helps people, stop them looking in. All the other windows are blacked out. So I'll just sit down here, so I'll try and show you around. There is a willow reed partition there, but Connie likes to sit on the top there, and she's chewed away through it. And that allows her access to the driver's section, and when we're going along, Connie just travel loose, and so she can sit on there or come and lie on the bed. Here we have a bureau. Now the idea here was that I had a bureau with drawers. My clothes are actually in the drawers in there, but it's a bit difficult in winter because I'm having to sort of find space for sacks of coal and wood and paper, which I have in the floor there. So I have kindling and my firelighters and carry bags there, which are just in front of the drawers. I have a folding table there, and this obviously wouldn't be here in the summer, but I need to have extra storage for that, just to, whilst I'm sort of stranded during COVID as well. And then I have the coal bags there. I have a desk here, and that's my loo bucket. My loo bucket used to be under here, but I've now found 2 nice storage boxes there which hold my potatoes and my cat food, and that's a lot better for it. And then these drawers, it's just a bodged up set of drawers, which is my sink area. I've actually glued or screwed the top of the drawer on top, which my sink is just a bowl that I use, and I can obviously wash up in that and wash in that. And then I have a 5-gallon container secured to the side that gives me my water. It's all just bunged in. The only secure place in here is the bed, which is actually fixed, and everything else is just screwed in. So there's where the cat flap comes through. I leave it open because the one of the cats can't open it yet, so I leave it propped open so they can come in if they want to. And there's fresh air coming in through the bottom of the van, obviously for the fire. I also leave a window open, or I've got a skylight. So my actual standing space is basically about 3 foot by 4. I don't have much space at all to move in, and when the toilet's out in the night time, that's basically sits and secures itself in front of the fire. And I literally have a standing room. Well, it's not in standing because it's only medium height van, so I can just about sort of stand up with my neck crooked a little bit. But it works. So it's back to here. This was my bureau, which I did have a chair here and had the bureau to work at. Now that did actually break, and I've actually needed more space and for storage and to work at. So I've tried putting another desk here. This is like a dressing table desk, which gives me somewhere to sit at and to work at. And the cats actually use that as their bed to lie down in, so they've all got an area where they can have a sleep. So I have 3 cats, and there's 3 separate sections, but they can all have time to themselves, be in the front by the fire, and the cat in the back, which I'll show you in a minute. Now this van hasn't been insulated or anything, it is just bare metal, and we did have it leaking, so I had to sort of cut the roof out and just put a bit of ply on that, and I have bare holes, bare metal where it wasn't cut, and that's my storage space. I don't have storage, and this has been the problem. It's a matter of just hang things and bodge job as I go. These are just bunged in or wedged in. And I had a nice fireside chair here, but I actually found that I spend most of my time on the bed, sitting on the bed, working on the bed. So I thought I'll try to have some space here to work. I'd love to have like a full counterware across here, but that would then lose my bodged up sink, and it's just not going to work. So. And it's no point spending out on it, because this van, you know, it is temporary. It's something that I'm just making use of until I can afford better. But it's my home, and I can't afford to do anything else. So we might do. This side is the kitchen area. This cabinet came with the van, but it was on the other side. I've just moved it over this side, screwed it to the bed. I've got a nice bit of oak from the Lake District. I've just put a bit of a barrier in, a bit of ply on the back, and then I only have this cooker, single camping stove. That's what I cook on. Obviously when the fire's going, the pipsqueak stove is great. When that's going, you can sort of warm things up on it and put the kettle on. It takes a few hours to sort of warm through. But my main cooking is this camping stove. And what I've done here, just put a bit of ply on the back, and again I've got more drawers, upcycled drawers to screw to the back for storage. So we have this to keep my beautiful cat that I lost. I have the cat food. Most important thing is the cat food in these drawers here. Then you've got all your tea, coffee, sugar bits and utensils. My drawers has the cutlery and a bit of tools, and those drawers have my gas canisters and my tin food in. And over the bed I just put some extra drawers again. It's empty at the moment, but this would be where I have my extra food, like bread and any meat, and things that I bought from the shops, crisps, all the treats. It also holds my pots and pans, which are actually in the wash at the moment. I've just put them in the bungalow to wash them out. I do have solar panels on the roof, and that the battery pack is actually under the seat, but I only have wires literally just bunged all the way across. And that gives me my 12 volt thing from the battery. So this USB point here is where I can charge up my phone, and I have mobile internet pack. So they take it in turns to charge on that from the solar. And then I also have 12 volt the plug-in bits, where if the solar's working well I can actually plug in my laptop and things when I've got sunshine. Can't really do that in the winter, there's not enough power. But I do have that. The van has got 24 volt extension for from campsites and domestic sites. Obviously I can't use that at the moment, but that is there, that's all there. And I have the extension lead, I just plug in that side. So I have it so that if I'm on the 24 volt I'm plugged in, I'm on this side, and all my wires come off this side. And if I'm on 12-volt solar, and everything comes off this side. Now, I don't think I'd actually, my bed, I didn't think I'd actually be able to sort of sit up and lie in here with the cupboards there, but I do manage it. That is still my head end. Now, this used to be, the bed used to be a nice double bed, but due to the cats, it being a cat van, I've lost half my bed to the cattery. So this is the other side of the cattery. Obviously you can see the back doors are out there. And again, it's all homemade, all bodge dog, and it allows the cats to come in and out and have their bedrooms on top. So that's just bedrooms on the top. So there's a cat bed with pillows and all the blankets at the moment being winter. And it's just, there's wires sticking everywhere, and it's just, you know, there's the cold draft comes in from the cat flap, and there's no insulation, but it's cosy enough, it's warm enough for us, and we're learning how to sort of cope and just live within such a small space. And it's more about, you know, the cats and me learning to live here, get used to each other, and we're happy. Now, it is very cold and damp, and we do have condensation on the windows. There is no insulation. That board just stops my bedding going against the window, and I've just got a pillow there with a curtain around it, just to sort of stop the damp getting on my toes. And then on this side I have another bit of board that just stops the pillow touching the window. I have found actually my mattress is on a bit of ply, and it's actually quite wet under there. I don't know why, but unfortunately at the moment it's not coming through to the top, so I'll have to make do. You know, there was leaks in here before, so maybe there's something going on. But you know, it is what it is. I do have a skylight, so again I can get extra fresh air coming in through there when the fire's on. And there's a 12-volt light there again, which is that white cable there, so I can have a light or my phone charged or my internet charging, because I was taking it in turns. That is a little pocket there which has my emergency spray in. After the antics of people trying to get in, I now have emergency spray, which means nobody can get in through the back door to me. They obviously couldn't get through here, but they could open the door and I could see them. So that allows me to spray whilst I'm in bed. I can grab that and spray if anybody opens the door or attempts to open the door. And again, I have another spray canister in the front. Oh, if I can get to show you. There's another one, clothes hanging up. There's another one hanging there above the door there. I don't have wardrobes or anything, so at the moment the jumper's hanging up on coat hangers, and when we're driving along they'll have to come onto this sort of curtain pole. And you know, I really wanted to, I was thinking about actually taking that bureau out and making that into like a cupboard wardrobe, hanging wardrobe that the sort of toilet could sort of store underneath, and then put along here, have a nice long desk, dressing table sort of type desk that I can sit at properly, and put my sort of bowl on top when needed. But again, it's like I haven't got the facilities and ability to do this. I very much have to rely on people to help me, which is why everything's bunged in. It is what it is, but you know, she's home and she's lovely, and she works. All I needed really was to have, you know, transport, a fire, a loo bucket, somewhere to cook, somewhere to wash, and a bed to sleep in. And that's what I've got. And somewhere for the cats to come in and out. So it is my Kattmobile, very cosy, very tight, but you know, the van goes anywhere. She has got a tow bar, she can tow the trailer when she needs to. She can, because I can sit and work at the desk, and when winter's gone, obviously I'll be able to gain all this extra space, so I'll be able to sort of have an opportunity to sort of not carry all that's nashed in. Sit at the desk and work, and have the door open, and have Connie out on her zip line and be tied out that way. And the other two cats, like I say, come and go. Obviously when we're parked up and we have to stop and we can't let the cats out, I have access through to the front cab, and I also made access through to the front cab because of people trying to get in, so I can obviously drive away. And this means also that when the cats are travelling in the cattery, the two cats travelling in the cattery, I can stop, let them out into the van, and they've got a bit more space in the van to explore. Connie has been a bit naughty, and she's been clawing the roof, and she's torn out, clawing all the carpet off. But it's my first proper van. We've been trying to practice living in it. I've been sleeping in it since March, since first lockdown. I wanted to sort of sleep all year round in it and show that I could actually manage it. And we've got a couple of months to go, and I would have proved that I can actually live all year round in this. I do have the facilities in the bungalow to use still. I'm part-ex, I'm a bungalow. So the bungalow gives me facilities to actually have washing machine and fridge freezer. But I don't have a cooker in the bungalow. At lockdown, I actually was getting ready to, you know, do my transition into the van, and I got rid of the cooker, and suddenly we went into lockdown, and so I've been cooking on this camp stove ever since March 2020. But anyway, this is, like I say, the other side of living. It is not all sexy girls and beautiful vans to show off. It's a Kattmobile. It's cosy. It works for me. It allows me to get out into the wilderness. The cats are training. They're all getting used to each other. It allows us all to get out there. And when I'm in bed at night time, I just have to lean over and open the cat flap. The back cat flap stays open all the time, which is why it's so cold in here at night time. Basically what I do is the cat flap goes down, I put the bit of board in front of it. I've got to try and find somewhere securing that, because otherwise Connie escapes, and that box basically goes in front of it at night time, so Connie cannot escape at night time. And then the other cats will basically knock on the cat flap, and then they're let in. So they can go out to the toilet that way, and then Connie uses the litter tray by jumping into the cattery. And there's a hole going down into the downstairs section where the litter tray is. And I basically just sit on the bed. I sit on the bed, I work from the bed, I lie in the bed a lot, and that's literally my living space. And it is what it is. Anyway, I thought I'd quickly show you and share how the other half lives. And you know, one day I'll be able to have a newer van, a sort of custom make it to me a bit better, or have it custom made a bit better with one of these nice big box lorries that works. You know, the standard layout doesn't work for me, so this does. I've obviously got a much narrower bed, but the cats have got a lot of space. They're happy, and that's all that matters. And as long as the cats are happy, then I'm happy. So anyway, that's the Kattmobile. This is my home. This is Wildkatt with van life with cats. Bye.